Hello, good morning, and we're live. Hi. So, welcome to another edition of Let's Yoga this morning. Thank you for joining on this beautiful sunny day that we have outside. I'll just wait for a few people to join. Hello, good morning. Who's that watching? Hello. You can comment below, and I'm close enough to read today. I'm not sure. Hello! No, it's okay. Just wait to get started up a little bit. Make sure, whoever's joining in today, make sure you've got hello, good morning, hi. Nice to see you. Remember, you can comment and like, and I will try and read names and say hello. It's a bit difficult when I'm in the flow, but yeah. Anybody else join in? It's lovely to see you on this beautiful sunshiny day. Hello, good morning. How are we? Hello, welcome. Okay, well, let's make a start. And if anyone joins in, they can join us where we're up to, can't they? So, just to mention, make sure you have your space to do your yoga ready. Make sure that you have asked a grown-up to help you move any furniture if you need to. And make sure you've got some comfy clothes on, ready to do some stretching in. And make sure you have some water nearby today, because it's a beautiful sunny day and it's very warm outside. So we need to make sure we hydrate after. Now, so sitting comfortably on your bottom, wherever that is. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Sitting up really super nice and tall. And can you bring your palms together in your heart space? And we'll start by saying our special yoga code word, which is Namaste. So let's say that together after 3. 1, 2, 3. Namaste. So we've got Khaleesi joining in today playing with the balloon. Hi. So today's theme is all about mental health. So this week it's Mental Health Awareness Week. So us lot over at Z Arts have been thinking of some activities to do that help us think about our mental health and think about how we can help to improve our mental health by doing arts activities, by taking part in things like yoga, and remembering really good things to do that we can do as when we're little and right the way up into our adult life. So positivity and things like that are behaviours that we can choose. So we can choose, hi Belinda! I know we are choosing to. So positivity is a choice, and today I choose to be positive. So I've worn some of my fanciest earrings, and I've worn a leopard print catsuit, which I really love. Hi Belinda, hi girls, hi Carmen. So, and another thing that I've chosen to show you is that I like to paint things, and that helps me feel calm and happy. And this is a plant pot that I've painted in a leopard print. So I'll put that down safe out the side. So we've got Khaleesi playing with a balloon over here. So that's just to remind everybody to be careful in their space, careful with the animals and grown-ups around them, and to be really careful with our bodies and be really kind to our bodies. So, as I was saying, I'm going to move this balloon out of the way. We are doing a yoga session, and this week is all about mental health. And some days we have good days. Everybody has mental health. So some days we have really good days, and some days we have bad days, and that is okay. What's really important to remember about mental health is there are always things that we can do. There's always things that we... Hi, Carmen! There's always things that we can do to help us get back to a place of good, calm, and feeling good and happy within ourselves. Hi, Laura! So, with that in mind, we're going to be doing some poses today that are all about giving ourselves a big boost of positivity. So some adults believe in doing this, and I think it's really important for children to do this as well, is if we start the day in a positive way and we're repeating positive things to ourselves, then usually if we repeat those for the rest of the day, then we'll feel happier within ourselves, and maybe we'll help other people to feel happier too. Sorry, Jon Snow's just ruffling the rug. It's all going on with the cats this morning. So, we're going to start off by doing some breathing together, and then we're going to say some positive affirmations as we do some yoga poses. So it's going to be a little bit different to doing a yoga story, but these are really positive things to say to ourselves at the start of the day, and hopefully for the rest of this beautiful day, we'll feel good and strong and positive. So we're going to start off by give me 5. So give us a little wave. And we're just going to do some breathing before we do a warm-up, and then we're going to go into our poses, okay? So we've done this one before, but if anybody's new, they might not have tried it. So this is a really nice... Hi Edie and Bonnie. This one's a really nice thing to do breathing. Now doing 5 breaths is a really good amount of time to do breathing. And it's a really nice thing to do because it allows you to follow your breath and to make sure that you're breathing as we go. So you're going to take give me 5, and the other hand's going to take this little finger here. Now you can choose what you'd like to make this finger. It could be a little leopard, it could be a roller coaster, it could be a caterpillar. And as we're going to breathe in as we go up and breathe out as we go down. Now the point is to try and do this nice and slowly and do nice, soft, calm breaths. And this should make us feel nice and calm. So off we go. So breathing in as you go in up, and breathing out as you go down. If you can try and breathe in through your nose and out through your nose, you can. But if you need to use your mouth, that's fine. So breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Fantastic. Well done, everybody. Okay, we're just going to start by doing, I always like to, just because I can't see you and I want you to be nice and kind and safe in your bodies, we're just going to do a little bit of a body warm-up just to get ourselves moving. So, we're going to breathe in and we're going to look up to the sky, crunching in our necks, and then breathe out, put your chin towards your chest. And then as you breathe in, head back to centre. Can you breathe in, take it over to one side? And as you breathe out, back to centre. And then breathe in, over to one side, and then back to centre. And let's do that one more time. So breathe in as you go up. Breathe out as you go down. Breathe in as you go back to centre. And breathe out to the side. Breathe in as you go to the centre, and breathe out as you go to the other side. And then breathe in as you go back to centre. Whoops! You saw that, but Jon Snow just moved out of eye shot. Just move that a second. And then, can you tilt your head to one ear? That's it. Stretch all this side of the neck. I don't know what's got into the cats this morning. They're very, very full of energy. And then back up to centre. Maybe it's because I'm wearing leopard print. And then put your ear over to the other side, back to centre, and then can you do some neck rolls? Just really nice and gently roll your neck one way, roll your head one way, sorry, and then roll it the other way. Okay, and then we're going to do some shoulder rolls. So can you squeeze them up to your ears, and then hold them at the top, and then let out a big sigh and let everything go. And then do that one more time. So squeeze and lift. Hold everything in and then let everything go. Oh, that's nice. And then we'll just do one more of those. Squeeze everything in and let everything go. Hi, Emmy. Knew the leopard would get some comments. And then out to the put your arms out to the side. Give a little wave. And then can we make some arm circles? Warming up all our arms, so circle them forwards. Doing some little arm rolls there. Excellent. And then pause. And then bring it backwards. Bring it backwards. Excellent. And then arms down to the side. Can you bring your arms all the way to the ceiling? And then bring it back in. Let's do that a couple more times. And then bring them, so sitting up really nice and tall, out to the side. Can you float them up as you breathe in? And then as you breathe out, bring it back in. And then one more of those, out, bring them all the way up. And then back in. Okay, excellent. Now we're going to stand up, and I just want us to do some movements in our hips and our legs before we start. So, see if we can stand up without using our hands. So, coming up to standing. Excellent. It's going to move back. So, standing up really, really nice and tall. I just want you to put your legs hip-width distance apart underneath you. And we're just going to pretend like you've got a hula hoop. And we're just going to wiggle our knees and our bottoms. Just to smooth, wiggle everything out. Then can you give your body a shake? So can you shake it up high? Do some legs on the spot. Can you shake it down low? Maybe can you shake it to one side? And then shake it to the other. And then give everything a shake. In. Can you make some really wide? Do some stretch side to side. And can you touch down low? Bend your knees if you need to. And then come back to standing. Okay, so we're going to start, just move the carpet. We're going to start by doing our positive affirmations, by doing the poses. Now some of this is kind of proper yoga, but that's good for everybody to learn, and good to do some poses and say some really nice kind words to ourselves, and hopefully we can believe it for the rest of the day, and then we can always do it again tomorrow. So, I'm just going to turn to the side. So, standing up really nice and tall in mountain pose. Can you bring, let's call it your left leg forward, like this, and bend into your leg, and bring the other leg out behind you. And so one foot, so you've got the arch of your foot facing forward, and you're going to stretch out into that pose. Now this is a little bit of a lunge. So you want to keep your body up really nice and tall, and can you bring your arms up like this? You want your knee tracking your toes and your little toe. Now can you stretch up into this and pretend you're an animal that is proud as can be? And I think this one reminds me of a unicorn, because you've got a beautiful horn, like your arms in the sky, and you're going to say, I am proud. So, shoulders down away from your ears. Sucking your tummy into your midline. Saying, I am proud. Excellent. Now, as you breathe in, straighten your leg. Can you turn your toes inwards? So your feet are both facing forward in this sort of wide stance. And then simply, can you turn your toes the other way and bend your knee? So then we're going to do it on the other side. So if you want to see if you can keep your hips back, and your knee tracking your toes forward, shoulders facing forward, and then can you scoop your arms up as you breathe in, and you're going to say, I am proud on this side, okay? Excellent. And see how proud you can feel. Then give yourself a little wiggle. Now we're going to come back into that side stance again. So these are all really strong yoga poses, and they're meant to help us feel really strong in our legs and help us feel strong for the rest of the day. So coming back to this wide star-legged pose, you're going to turn one toes out and have one toes facing forward again. And this time we're going to same again. We're going to bend our knees, and then you're going to have your shoulders up, facing to the side, and you're going to float your arms out like this. And this is a warrior 2. And for this one, I thought we should say, I am confident. So can you bend into that leg? Take a deep breath in and say, I am confident. And bring your shoulders down away from your ears and give a little smile on your face. Excellent. Bring your arms down, straighten that leg. Bring that again, because yoga's all about doing balance. And then we're standing up super nice and tall, bending your leg, and you're going to float your arms out this way and say again, I am confident. Excellent. And then straighten that leg and then bring it in. Now another one I'd like to do is I am graceful. Now I thought we could do aeroplane pose for this. So can you stand up really nice and tall? And then jump to the side, however you want to do that, jump to the side. Now aeroplane pose involves floating our arms and moving. So can you give a little bend in your knees maybe? And can you float your arms out behind you and look forward, keep your neck really nice and long. And float your arms, maybe you can fly to one side. And you're going to say, I am graceful. Okay, so we're going to be graceful aeroplanes, floating around. Maybe you just want to do some floating there. Maybe you want to be a graceful aeroplane that's floating this way. And maybe you want to give a little spin. And then come back to, let's go on the other side. I am graceful. Maybe you could start to bring one leg up behind you. Maybe that's a little bit tricky to balance on, but maybe try it on the other leg. Maybe you want to do some floating around and just be super, super graceful. Okay, then I'd like us to do something else. So we're going to move on to something that we've done before, which is tree pose. Okay, hi everybody who's watching. So, tree pose is a really good balance pose, and we're going to come into two balance poses now because I think they're really good to help us concentrate, focus on our breath and bring us to the very present moment, which is something that we call mindfulness when we're talking about doing yoga and things, and it helps us bring us into the now rather than worrying about things that have happened or things happening that might happen in the future. Okay, so standing up super nice and tall, yogi's choice, you could do hips straight underneath your legs, or you can bring your feet in, however you feel comfy. I'm going to put mine out to the side. Now from this really strong straight pose, which is beautiful for our backs, can you bring your weight off one leg, so bend one knee. Can you bring that foot to your ankle? Maybe you're going to put your hands on your hips here. Maybe you're going to put them out. Can you bring that foot higher up your leg and balance here? Maybe you can put it all the way to the top. I did help mine a little bit there. And if you're in tree pose, wherever you are, I want you to say to yourself, you've got this. So if you're wobbling, that's fine. Everyone wobbles. We all have a wobble. And I want you to say, you've got this. Okay? Excellent. And slowly bring it back down. Now, again, balance. Let's do it on the other side. So, remember what our choices. Our choices are here at your ankle. They're here below your knee, not on your knee, please. And then all the way to the top with your arms out to the side, arms here, however you've comfy. And now let's say it again. You've got this. I've got this. You've got this. You've totally got this. You've got it. We're balancing. Look at us go! Or maybe not. Maybe we're falling out. But whoa, that's okay. And then after that really tricky balance, let's just give a little shake out again. And then we're going to do one more balance, which is beautiful. Now, and this one's a really good thing, and maybe we can see how long we can hold it this time and do some lovely breathing while we're there. Okay? So, can you stand up really nice and tall? Taking a moment here. Just take a really nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now, I want you to give a little bounce in your legs, and I want you to see if you can grab your big toes. So can you come to here? So can you lift one leg in the air and grab your toes? Now you might need to keep this leg straight. You might be here, you might be hopping around, that's absolutely fine. You might need to hold onto the wall, also fine. And then I want you to see if you can straighten your legs and hold your leg out to the side. And I want you to say, I am strong. Okay, I need to put my arms on the side. And we're going to go 3, 2, 1. Carefully put your leg back down. Amazing. Now, if you were wobbling all over the place, that is absolutely fine. And thank you for trying. Okay, here we go. We're going to do it on the other side now. Being gentle with our bodies, making sure we've got our straight backs and our knees nice and bent. And remember, you don't need to do it exactly the way. Just give it your best shot. That's what yoga is all about. So, coming into a little bend. Can you bring the other leg and hold your toes and bring your leg up here? So give a little balance there. Okay, sometimes it's different on each side too. And then can you work to straighten your legs and see if you can put I put my arm out to balance. And we're going to hold it for 3, 2, 1. A bit wobbly on this side. And then come out. Oh, excellent. And then see if you can come all the way back down. And give yourself arms out to the side. Good balancing, everybody. I hope you did well. And then give your arms out and give yourself a great big hug and say, I am worthy of love. I think that's a really positive one. Or I love and can be loved. And then give your hands out, great big to the side, deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, give yourself a great big hug. Maybe do some little rocking side to side in there. Amazing. And then float your arms down. Now, we've done lots of work on our legs, standing and moving our spine and things. So I'd just like you to come down into child's pose like this, making yourself really nice and small and just resting down. So turning on your side here, can you make yourself really nice and small and just rock down there and put your arms out. And I'd like you to say in this pose, I am calm. And sometimes that's a really nice thing to do, just to remind ourselves that you can try and be calm in situations and try and be positive in situations. So stretching out there. Come back up, I'm just going to swivel around. Swing my legs out to the side. Now for here, I'd like you to just do some little rolls on our backs. And then we're going to stretch out long. And then I'd like to see if we could do some finishing with some breathing about mind bubbles. Okay, so as we're here, can you gently hold on to the tops of your knees with your legs out in front, bent in front of you. Check that you've got space behind you and you're not near anybody else. And see if you can gently roll down and roll back up. Like this. So it's good for our tummy muscles, it's good for our spine. So you really want to roll down nice and slowly and then roll back up. And then see if you can gently roll down and roll back up. And then this time, let's see if we can roll all the way down and come to lying down. Now can you give your knees a little, hug your knees in and just gently rock from side to side. And just think about all that amazing yoga that you've done. And just give thanks to you and your body for showing up today and giving it a try. Even if it was tricky and the balances were hard. You gave it your best shot and that is amazing. Well done. So give yourselves a little rock. And then can you outstretch one leg and then the other. And then just see while you're lying here, just lying down, I'm just going to see if you can take, just let's lie down, let's all lie down actually, and let's take in 3 big breaths. So breathing in, and breathe out, breathing in, breathing out, last one, breathing in. Well done, can you bring your knees up to the sky? Can you flop them over to one side and then roll yourself all the way up and then come into easy cross-legged. So what I'd like us to do now is a little bit of a breathing exercise just to finish off today. because we've been doing things about National Mental Health Awareness Week, I'd just like you to think about bubbles. Now I've got some bubbles here, so I'll move back a little bit. And I want you to think of your thoughts like they're bubbles. So bubbles can float in and bubbles can float out. And what's really important is our thoughts come and go and things pass. So imagine that all your thoughts, like you are holding a bubble wand. Well, I actually am. And I'd like you to breathe in, and then as you breathe out, oops, come on bubbles, work. See if you can imagine your bubbles, and they're just thoughts that you can move away with your breath. So let's do this together. So why don't you can watch these bubbles float away. So as you breathe in, maybe you can pretend, maybe you've got some bubbles that you want to try with. So let's take a deep breath in, and then just think we can blow any unwanted thoughts away like bubbles. Whoops, that one popped. So let's take a deep breath in, and then let's blow some bubbles away. But there you go, that one is floating away, and pop, it's gone. So just remember, if you have some thoughts that you'd like to like to blow away, then think of them as bubbles, and they're floating off into the sky, not to make you feel sad or anything again. So I think we should be one more thing, nearly forgot. So let's finish today's activity by, after the bubbles, we did some 5-finger breathing at the start. I'd like, the little activity you could try is taking a piece of paper and drawing around your hand. Like, I don't know if you can see. Really, I'm sure you know how to do this. Really easy. Asking a grown-up, maybe don't use a felt tip on carpet. That's probably a bit naughty of me. And then having a picture of your hand like this. Now what I'd like you to do with this picture is to write all the amazing things about you in your hand. Now that could be that you are kind, that could be that you have a lovely smile, it could be that you're really great at jumping. I want you to write down anything that you are good at, and then if you want to share that with Z Art so we can see, I'd love to see them. And it's all about a positivity hand that you can come back to, and it can remind you to do your 5 breaths, and it's all about you and about what you're good at, which is something that we should all celebrate so we feel happy in ourselves. Okay, so if you want to share that I'd love to see them. And maybe you want to write down some of the positive things that we've been saying to ourselves. Feel free to do that too. I'd love to see any pictures. Colour them in, draw some pictures. Gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to finish there today. So let's finish in our special way. So coming down, seated, cross-legged, sitting up beautiful and nice and tall. And we're going to say a special yoga word, which is Namaste. After 3, 1, 2, 3, Namaste. And that means the sunshine in me says hello and goodbye to the sunshine in you. Amazing. Okay, thanks for watching everybody. I hope you've enjoyed today's, and well done, and have a good rest of week. Bye.